Kyle Higashioka of the San Diego Padres. You know, when I say your name, Higgy, I want to say Kyle Higashioka of the New York Yankees, and it was weird for me just now to say that. So does it feel weird?
Well, I think the first mistake was referring to me as a star, but yeah, it feels a little weird, but I'm really looking forward to it. It's I can't wait to be on the West Coast, and I think this is a really good team I'm going into, so I'm excited.
Okay, so you know why you're a Padre, right? Besides the trade. It wasn't long ago. It was a couple days before you got traded. Your boy Kratz asked somebody, "Do you know who the longest tenured Yankee was?"
Tommy K.
Tommy Kahnle. You know, he got it right, and then bam, next day, Higashioka gone. So I mean, you need to yell at your boy Kratz for sending you to San Diego. If you wanted to stay in New York, which I'm assuming you did, but it's Kratz's fault.
Yeah, no, they've been saying that for a couple of years now, so I don't think he jinxed anything. But yeah, I mean it's crazy, especially after so many years with the same organization. It's definitely going to be different, but it'll be the first time I'm the new guy in the clubhouse. But I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, the only reason you got traded was because you can actually grow a beard now. All the years that we were roommates, you didn't have to really abide by the Yankees no shave policy. You can actually grow a beard now. So this is why they finally were able to trade you and push you out of the Yankees nest.
Oh, I still don't think I'm going to grow a beard. I feel like that's a little, maybe a little too cliche for, first year outside.
Look at yourself.
Yankees.
Look at yourself. Look at how you look. You would never talk to Jean Afferman if she saw you with that muck on your face.
Yeah, well, this is just laziness.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Hey, you got the same football that I have hanging up in my house behind you there.
Oh yeah, the Russell Wilson.
Yeah. Did you look to trade it last year? Did you look to sell? Did you look at your teammate? He probably took one of your at bats too that year in spring training.
He definitely took a few of my BP swings.
Yeah. That's not fair.
But Odell Beckham took my BP swings back in like 2018 too. He was hitting in Group 3 with us, and I think Neil Walker said he was never going to draft him again because he took like 20 swing rounds.
Odell did?
Yeah, he was putting him over the fence. I mean, really? He's an incredible athlete. But yeah, me and Neil were a little
miffed?
maybe a little upset that we didn't get to hit in Group 3 that day.
All right, Higgy, listen. You're now a Padre, okay? And there's been reports out that Yoshinobu Yamamoto wants to play with a Japanese player. Are you part of the pitch to get Yamamoto to the Padres?
Wasn't that chalked up to a mistranslation?
It was, but it doesn't matter. I want to know if you are. I want to know if you are part of the selling point of getting Yamamoto with all the extensive Japanese that you have learned since playing with Masa. And actually, this is serious, that you actually tried to learn Japanese and learned a good amount. In my opinion, a good amount. Way more than I ever learned.
I think Darvish has that covered for us. Way more Japanese than I am.
No.
But no, I mean, that'd be phenomenal to get a pitcher of his quality. So, I think it's definitely going to be. He has a tough decision in front of him, but I would really love working with him.
So, Higgy, take me through the whole process here of how it went down. Did you get a final phone call? Is it Cashman that calls you? Did you have a little chit chat with Booney? I mean, also you were with the team for so long, so you're not getting traded with Hug Watch during July. but you want to kind of like do the closure of thank you so much. This was awesome, the whole deal. So what was that like?
Yeah, I think right when it became official, Cashman called me. He was the first one, and nothing but good things to say. And I mean, I've got nothing but good things to say about the Yankees organization. You know, I pretty much owe them my entire career. They gave me a ton of opportunities, even when I really sucked in the minor leagues. They still stuck with me and allowed me to kind of develop into a big league ball player. So, I've got nothing but good things to say about that organization, and he had only positive things to say as well. So, but yeah, talk to Judge, Riz, all the guys, and it's kind of it's definitely sad to leave the guys that you've been with for so long. But like I said again, I couldn't be more excited to be a Padre too.
Did you get kicked out? Did you get notifications? Did you get kicked out of some of the threads from the boys with the Yankees?
No, I sent a farewell text and then I left the group chat myself.
So everybody else got a message that Kyle Higashioka left the chat.
Yeah. When it's time, you got to move on.
So you cut the cord. They didn't. Was that sad for you when you hit the final leave? Did you shed a tear because you have never cried in your life? You don't cry as much as I cry.
No, I didn't shed a tear. I just I don't know. I don't really cry.
What do you remember? Do you remember the Christmas card that I sent you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you remember? Could you tell everybody, all of our FT team, how I joked my wife into spelling your last name?
Oh, it was brutal. But
She
me and
put
my
it
wife
on the Christmas card.
We laughed about it so hard, and then we laughed again when we realized how upset your wife must have been about it.
Yes, we added in probably 5 extra letters, but anyway, that's neither here nor there.
Hey, Higgy, what happened with especially now that you're gone, what happened to the Yanks last year? Like, what was the number one reason why they didn't make the playoffs?
For us, it was just the consistency. I mean, all of us at some point had times where we were playing well. But I think, when we were hitting well, we weren't pitching, and when we were pitching well, we weren't hitting. And then, when one guy got hot, everyone else was cold, and vice versa. So it was just kind of like a year of like, I think we were just lacking that consistent level of performance that we needed, and we had that all the way up until May, June, whatever. And I mean, it just it was kind of a really weird and difficult year for everyone, I think, except for maybe Garrett.
Higgy, you cut the cord, right, with the Yankees. So now we're going to move on to your new team, the Padres. They didn't have the best year either. There was a lot of expectations. Scooter Braun, our guy on this, he picked them to win the World Series and do all these things, and they struggled all year. So have you reached out to any of them? Have you talked to any Padres guys? Has Mike Schilt reached out to you, Preller? And have you started watching video of your new pitchers?
Yeah. So AJ called me probably the day after the trade happened, because I think it happened at like 9:30 at night. So he ended up calling me the day after, and I talked to Schilte and catching coach, pitching coach, all that, all the the strength coaches. And I mean, I think they were kind of in a similar boat to the Yankees last year. It's kind of like maybe some inconsistencies and things didn't exactly go their way, but under the surface, I think there is a lot to be positive about. So nonetheless, we've still got a great lineup, and superstar players. There's Manny, Musgrove, Machado, or Tatis, Bogarts. All those guys are phenomenal players. The lineup looks fantastic, and so I think it's really going to be a bounce back year.
You were dealt with pitchers. You're the hitter that goes back over, right? You're the position player. Do you feel like you have to fill Juan Soto's shoes?
I don't think anyone's really asking me to do that. I will do my best though.
Well, haven't you had an exact 10 homers a year the last, is it 3 years?
Yeah.
Can we get 11?
I'm shooting for the stars
20?
this year.
What's the number? What's in your head?
You never know. I don't know. It's I don't like to put a number on it because I know when I try to hit homers, I stink. So I just hope they happen. But yeah, I don't want to put a number on it. I'm just I think we got a great lineup, and I'm really excited to just be a part of it.
Have you talked to Darvish yet?
No, I haven't really reached out to any of the guys yet. Just trying to get everything sorted out with the logistical stuff first, and talking to the coaches and trying to get set up with some of the analytics stuff so I can start studying the pitchers and all that.
All right, so I caught him in 2013. I have some advice for you. And he'll never listen to you in a million years. Make him throw his fastball, and he'll just go. Until you get to the slider, and then because I caught him over 10 years ago, and he wanted to strike everybody out. He's changed a little bit. He also had 99, 100 back in the day. Now he's only 95, 96, but every time fastball. Okay, slider. Yeah. So just try to get him to throw his fastball. I've been telling him that for 10 plus years now. He hasn't listened yet. Maybe you're the guy that can get him to do it.
You never know. I do love calling the fastball though.
That's good. Well, you're catching Garrett Cole every time. That works.
Oh yeah. And coming from a staff where, it's maybe the hardest throwing staff in the league, and everyone's got sinkers. You got to throw the fastball. So, but yeah, I'll have to adjust and learn these new guys, and I'm looking forward to doing that.
Are you also looking forward to playing the Dodgers more frequently now that they got so much worse, adding that Shohei Ohtani guy? How's that going to be?
Yeah, it'll be a challenge, but I think the teams in the AL East have been as good over the past several years as anybody. So it's just like anything. You got to learn their strengths and weaknesses. You got to match them up with the pitcher's strengths and weaknesses, and kind of use your eyes from there, and read swings, read the game. It's the best hitter in the world still gets out almost 70% of the time. So, it's about just finding that.
So, Kratz, I'm trying to look this up quick. Maybe you can help me out because I'm not sure where he is in terms of the salary scale right now. Is Higgy going to make more than Ohtani this coming season?
Oh, yeah.
Uh-oh.
Especially with the way that Victor Caratini changed the market for catchers who don't play 140 games. Yeah, you definitely. I know you saw that, Higgy, as you're coming into free agency. You're going to make more than Shohei. Just like the 1 year that I played in Lackey, I made more than John Lackey. That was a great year. So you'll be able to hold that over Shohei when he comes up to the plate. You'll say "Ohayo gozaimasu," and then just go like this.
Yeah. Yeah, I think, maybe the standard now for me going forward is I need to make more than Ohtani.
Make it happen.
Dude, for the next 10 years, you can do it. I believe in you. But 10 years from now, I don't believe in you.
I'm not sure I believe in myself either for that.
Yeah.
68 mil starting at what was the year, 2032? I feel like you're going to be making less than him by then.
You never know, but you might be right.
If Josh Bard has his way, you'll be making very close. That's a whole nother story. Inside joke. Josh Bard said 1 year he's going to be a $20 million catcher. Higgy, when he got sent down, and Higgy's like, He's like, you'll never believe what they just told me in my meeting when I got sent down to the bushes. He's like, they told me I'm going to be a $20 million a year catcher. Higgy's like, that makes me mad because I don't even think he knows who I am.
I love that. I love that.
I appreciated the belief.
In spring training, you look like you were going to make $20 million a year. You look like you were going to hit 60 homers before Judgy hit 60 homers. Do you feel like you need to do that when you go into camp with the Padres? Your first ever Arizona spring training?
I mean, I heard the ball flies there, but yeah, yeah. I mean, spring training, I've learned not to really take that into stock much. I think that year we were together and I hit 7 homers and I don't know 40 at bats. I must have started the season the entire first half of the season. I think I had a 400 OPS. So. It shows you how much that matters.
It wasn't your best, but that's okay.
Nope.
Spring training, you kind of sprinted out of the gates, and then, but I was there for your 3 homer game during the COVID season, and I remember thinking, okay, is Kyle Higashioka going to go to a team that has a smaller left center field? And now look, 4 years later, 3.5 years later, you go to a place where now those doubles to left center are going to be dingers. So can we put it at 12-12-23 right now? Kyle Higashioka will be the National League representative at catcher in the All-Star game?
Well, I mean, honestly, that's as far-fetched as some people might think every year. I mean, that's always my goal. So, it's about consistency, though. I've played well for a week. I've played well for a month. I played well for a half a season. But the trick is doing it day in, day out, and that's what the great players do, and that's what's so hard to figure out in this game. And so, yeah, I mean, that's my goal every single year, but obviously it hasn't happened yet.
Did you almost hit 4 that game? Some fans in the chat right away are like, he almost got a 4th.
Yeah, I flew out to the track in left center on my second at bat.
You think about that?
Yeah. Actually, the funny thing is at that point I hadn't walked in like 100 plate appearances. So going into and it was a thing. It became a thing in the clubhouse. And so going into my last at bat, they brought in we were up by like 10 runs. They brought in a guy who was making his debut. He was a little scattered. I think first pitch I got was a slider that bounced in the left-handed batter's box, and I kind of thought to myself like, wow, this is my chance to walk. I can do this. And then, how when you're, you guys know when you're swinging it well, the ball looks like it takes about an hour to get to the plate. And in my mind, I was like, oh, I'm walking, this is great. And this guy threw like a 97 mile an hour fastball down and in. And I felt like I had all the time to think, you know what? Maybe I will swing at this pitch. And it just, I don't know. I just clipped it to right center and it went out. So I was like, 3 homers is better than walking.
Yeah, for sure. So basically you made a bad choice, but in that moment it worked out. And then like 63 other times you made the same choice and you rolled it off of your left shin guard.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fair. But you had the glory of hitting the 3 home runs. How much did you hold that over Judgy until he had his first 3 home run game?
Oh, all the time. Anytime they show like a highlight of it, or Rizzo's too. Me and Riz would give him crap, and then he did it twice last year, so that was he definitely showed us who's boss. But
that's a buzzkill. What's it like knowing that now Judgy's the longest tenured Yankee? You guys came up together. You guys were you obviously were in the org earlier, but you guys are very close.
Mm-hmm.
What would it be like for him to win a World Series this year?
Oh, I mean, that's pretty much, his only objective every year, and quite frankly, that's really the only thing he hasn't accomplished in baseball. And so, knowing him, I know he's gonna do whatever it takes to win that World Series, and he's gonna push his teammates as hard as it takes to try to win. But now that I'm out of there, I'm gonna be doing the same for my team.
Yeah, so he can't now. So your friend can't win one. All right, last one, real quick. All these dudes get traded or signed somewhere, and you see Shohei in his stance, and he's in his Dodgers uniform. I looked everywhere. I can't find you in one superimposed Padres uniform anywhere. What's the deal with that?
No, it's on the Padres Instagram.
You think I have Instagram? You see this face? I'm not on Instagram. Now, if it was on MySpace or something.
Yeah, it's just like a headshot, but
I mean the full uni.
I'm not sure. I was on social media a lot. I posted a farewell video and whatnot, but other than that, I'm not really on very much.
Should they have you when you come back to Yankee Stadium? Should they do a thank you video for Kyle Higashioka?
Yes, they should.
I don't think so.
Yes.
Why not?
They did one for Ryan Brazier at the same time as Mookie Betts last year in Boston. Come on, Higgy. You're Ryan Brazier status in the Bronx.
Yeah, but didn't they both win the World Series?
So?
That's a little different.
I mean, anyone that wins a World Series gets a video tribute, even if they played for 5 minutes. No, dude, you were a contributor for a long time to the org. I don't. Sometimes I'm sarcastic. I'm not even being sarcastic. I think when you come back, you get a video. Like I'm taking the over on that. That's happening.
I don't know. We'll see.
Do you want one? If they came to you and said, "Hey, we might do one. Like, if it's cool with you." Can we do a little thing and a little tip?
Well, I mean, we don't go there this year, so by 2025 they'll probably just forget about it.
No way, dude. The chat right now is like bumping. Everyone's saying on the way out, please tell Higgy we appreciate him, we miss him. I'm not even kidding. AJ, go in the chat right now. Tell him. They're like, we miss him, we appreciate him. They loved having you there. They appreciate what you did with some of the pitching staff, obviously, as well. There were a lot of dudes that really shined during your time period. So they're tipping their cap to you right now.
No, I saw like there was a huge amount of support on social media from the fans, and I honestly I had no idea that I had so many people liked me or whatever. So, I'm incredibly grateful, and I'll always cherish my time in New York. So, I mean, it's incredible to have that outcry of support from them.
I'll finish with this. I mean, a couple fans said they did a tribute for Aaron Hicks. So you're good, Higgy. You're in. You're getting one. Okay. It's lock.
I don't need to, we don't need to celebrate me.
It's not up to you. They're going to do it because if they don't do it, fans will be pissed and we'll be talking about it the next day. Fans will be like, how did they not do one for Higgy? And then they'll start going through all the people that have gotten one in the past on their team, on other teams. So you just got to embrace it. The video team's already working hard on it. They've got cool, super nerdy new graphics for it. So just get ready for it. 2025. Dude, congratulations. Yeah, we'll but congratulations on joining a new ball club out there. And I know also we didn't get to it, but close to home. And I know Mom and the fam are probably pretty pumped about it. So we're excited to see you in a Padres uniform and go get this team back in the playoffs.
Yeah, no, I'm super excited to be a Padre. I can't wait to play in San Diego and be closer to home. So it'll be good. I mean, like I said before, I'm just looking at the roster. It's lined with star players, and so I'm really excited to get started.
We can't wait, dude. One of our people behind the scenes just put you in an AI to put you in a Padres uniform. It's fresh. It's fresh. We'll show it. Kratz will text it to you. Go ahead, Kratz.
I got one more. Higgy, do you realize there's still one category that I have you in the big leagues? I have a
Triples?
Statistical category that I'm higher than you in.
Triples?
Nope. Do you not have a triple?
Stolen bases? I don't have a triple or a stolen base.
Oh man, I have one stolen base, but no triples. So I am ahead of you, Hig. Come on, let's get this done. All the RBI kids from Compton are counting on you. Okay, you need to get this done.
I'm running wild this year.
Go crazy.
That's going to be the headline everywhere right now, right? When news is slow and there aren't many transactions right now, tomorrow, top page of every MLB site, I'm running wild next year. Good stuff, dude. Good talking to you. Appreciate you. Enjoy the offseason, man. We'll see you in spring training.
Yeah, thank you guys for having me. This is great.